الله أكبر الله أكبر.
الساعة 3:30 فجراً، المصلون يتوافدون إلى المسجد لأداء صلاة الفجر جماعة. يستقبل المسلمون بهذه الصلاة نهارهم بوجوه مشرقة وقلوب عامرة بالإيمان. نقطة التحول التي غيرت حياة الشاب البريطاني تيم شامبرز المعروف حالياً بيوسف شامبرز كانت منذ 22 عاماً مضى، حيث تحول من الديانة المسيحية إلى الإسلام، ومعها تحول مسار حياته ليصبح من أشهر الدعاة الغربيين للإسلام. اليوم يحل يوسف ضيفاً في قطر عند السيد أبو سعد الكعبي.
The period of time in my life where I discovered Islam was in the month of Ramadan, and it was through a very, very good friend I had at university.
We get it, no problem.
قصة كفاح طويلة في الدفاع عن الإسلام والمسلمين بدأت منذ اللحظة التي اهتدى فيها.
My big close brother is make da'wah. I love who make da'wah. So important. It's the truth, huh?
يلا.
Time close Maghrib now.
Maghrib. Okay.
My mother and father were Catholic, but they were lapsed Catholics. They weren't really practicing their faith. And I had very, very little by the way of instruction from my parents about who I am, where I'm going, why am I here in this, you know, in this universe, in this world. I left home, as I say, when I was 15, and I just started traveling. And then I was out there on the road on my own. And I always remember thinking that, you know, I need to meet as many people as I can and try and find out who I am and what is the purpose of life. Why am I here? Who is God? Is there a God? You know, I mean, who's put us here? I just get to the point where, look, if I don't know why I'm on this journey, I shouldn't be on this journey.
في رحلة البحث عن الله مر يوسف بمراحل ومنعطفات كثيرة، واطلع على ديانات عدة، بدءاً بديانته الأولى المسيحية وصولاً إلى البوذية، فقرأ لغاندي وكثير من الفلاسفة، إلا أنه في نهاية المطاف لم يجد إجابات شافية لتساؤلاته.
I was at university, and I went to university to find the purpose of life. I didn't go there for a piece of paper. I went there to try and define who am I and what's this world all about. And I had this friend from, she was a Muslim girl, and I used to find solace in her, and she used to be able to calm me down a lot and at least give me some sort of direction. I remember specifically thinking, if I learn this religion, maybe she'll marry me.
بالنسبة ليوسف كان السبيل الأمثل لمعرفة الحقيقة والتوجه إلى مصدرها. طرق شامبرز باب المركز الإسلامي في لندن ليتعرف على الدين الإسلامي، واستطاع أن يحصل هناك على كتب عن الإسلام قدمها له شاب عربي.
And after some time of reading, I came across within this particular month of Ramadan, Shahr Ramadan, that you should fast during the daylight hours. So I woke up one day and I said, before the sun came up, I said, look, I'm going to fast for God. Now that day was the most incredible day. In fact, the defining moment in my life really was fasting on that day in Ramadan, in the month where the Quran was revealed to mankind.
بعد صيام ذلك اليوم من رمضان شعر يوسف بالطمأنينة والسلام، وتعلقت روحه بالإسلام، وأصبح على يقين بأنه وجد الطريق الذي طالما بحث عنه، وانتظر طلوع الفجر بفارغ الصبر ليذهب إلى المسجد ويشهر إسلامه.
Your house is not a graveyard, Sheikh. Inshallah. Because all the time people of Dawah are coming. Every 5 minutes. Ameen, Ameen, Ya Rabb. Allah taqabbal, inshallah.
When you're fasting, you're not just fasting with your stomach, you're fasting with your tongue, with your minds, with your eyes, with your ears, with all your senses. And truly, if you can do that, you can reach another level. I was able to see everything so clearly and so plainly.
Walaikum salam. How are you, Sheikh?
Fine.
كيف حالك?
Remember
Hey,
me?
yes, of course, from the television.
Yes,
Television, man.
I've seen you.
Yeah, man.
I've seen you Peace TV.
I've seen you now.
على خلاف آلاف المسلمين الذين يعيشون في المجتمع الغربي، لم يستسلم يوسف للنظرة السلبية التي يتبناها كثيرون عن الإسلام والمسلمين. اختار المجابهة وخوض معركة الإعلام، وهدفه الأول تحسين صورة الإسلام لدى الغربيين.
This is the Dawah-mobile, not the Batmobile, the Dawah-mobile. And it has a fantastic ability to give people the right message. And as you can see here...
يعمل يوسف منذ وقت طويل في مجال الدعوة للإسلام عبر وسائل الإعلام، فهو معد ومقدم برامج تلفزيونية في قنوات دعوية عدة، منها قناة بيس تي في، ومن أشهر برامجه غير العالم من خلال الدعوة، وبرنامج كيف أهتدي، والطريق إلى الإرشاد. يعمل يوسف من خلال تلك البرامج على الدعوة للإسلام ومد الجسور بين الشرق والغرب، وتغيير فكرة الغرب عن الإسلام. وقد أسس مع صديقه الداعية المشهور عبد الرحيم جرين مؤسسة إيرا التي تعمل على تعريف العالم بالإسلام.
Where are we, brothers and sisters? Where is Medina? Where is the Medina house? Where are the debating circles? Where are all of these things that I have mentioned? So I start with those people and I teach them about their faith. And I teach them how to speak about their faith after that. And that really is great. I mean, we get people coming up to us in the street saying, we just want to thank you for doing this work.
Just accepted Islam, congratulations, you've just joined the biggest fan.
I keep telling these kids in the street, you know, some of them, one of the guys that obviously took it too far and then killed this soldier, and we've got crazy things going on in the world today. But I always, when I sit with them, I just tell them that you've got to teach yourself patience. And the only way to do that is fast, right? If you fast regularly, you teach yourself to do without things that you need. Money? Yeah. Who gave you that money?
The guy.
The guy?
No, I mean the
Yeah, mummy.
The kid.
The kid? Oh, the kid. You're like a kid as well?
No.
There's your chocolates.
He's
okay.
big.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well done. That's good. Excellent. We just had some really amazing news hot off the press, and something that we wanted to do to spread love and peace in the world and harmony in the world, and that was to launch a project in the UK following that disgraceful incident in Woolwich the other day to give blood. And we've called it, wait for it, don't spill it, give it. And so give blood and don't spill it, you know. I mean, we're not about anger and violence and wars, really, as Muslims. We can't be. We have to be, you know, totally and utterly dedicated to saving lives and helping human souls. We should give everything to save human lives. In fact, the Quran mentions that you know, that to save a human life is equivalent to saving the whole of humanity. To take a human life, equivalent to taking the whole of humanity. So give blood on the 14th of June, International Blood Donation Day. Fundamentally, we're doing this because to move something out of harm's way is a charity, it's sadaqah. And, you know, people can fall on this ice and snow, and we feel that it's Muslims' responsibility, right next to the masjid, the house of Allah over here, to make sure that these paths are very free from hindrances or difficulties for the people, for the neighbors. The Prophet's understanding of the neighbor was 40, arba'een. This way, and this way, and that way, and that way. Meaning, you've got thousands of people you're responsible for. I mean, how about that for the concept of peace and harmony? Imagine everyone just did that. There's no wars.
في قطر يأخذ كثير من المواطنين على عاتقهم مهمة دعوة الجاليات غير المسلمة لاعتناق الإسلام. تتعدد السبل والهدف واحد، هو مرضاة الخالق وكسب الأجر والثواب. هنا منزل سيدة قطرية، حيث الملتقى الأسبوعي لنساء من كل الجنسيات.
It is the month of Ramadan, but the question is, you listen, it's abstaining, hindi kumakain. See, I'm telling you to listen.
Islam is complete submission to the will of Allah.
بعضهن اعتنق الإسلام قبل مدة، وبعضهن على وشك إعلان ذلك.
It's the meaning of لا إله إلا الله.
دروس للمهتديات الجدد في مبادئ العقيدة والصوم والصلاة.
Zakat is obligatory.
During prayer, one must face to what direction?
ابنها رحمة 13 عاماً متحمس لمشروع والدته الدعوي.
بدأت الوالدة من 9 سنين مع مركز ضيوف قطر، كانت توزع الكتيبات في المستشفيات وفي الأماكن العامة. يوم بديت كان عمري 8 سنين، كنت أساعد أمي في العمل التطوعي. كانت الوالدة هي كل أسبوع كان في يوم يجون جاليات البيت ونعرفهم بالإسلام.
The performance of ghusl is required before sexual intercourse.
False.
Why false?
Should be after sexual intercourse.
truly speaking, you never forget the person at all, the moment that you took the declaration of faith, and you never forget, of course, the people that were instrumental in supporting you and helping you towards taking that declaration of faith.
بعد 22 عاماً يلتقي يوسف شامبرز في قطر بذلك الشاب العربي الذي استقبله في المركز الإسلامي في لندن وأعطاه كتباً عن الدين الإسلامي ليسلم بعد قراءته لها. إنه السيد محمد صالح.
How did I come across to you? Was I lucid or was I confused?
When you came, I remember I did not actually start giving solutions. I wanted to know who you are.
Yeah.
أنا بعتبره واحد من ألطف الناس. احنا نسميه people's man، إنه يعني عنده قوة شخصية إنه يتكلم مع الناس وجدا سوفت معاهم، وهذا اللي أتوقع اللي يخليه هو يعني مقبول عند الإنجليز البريطانيين الأصليين، لأنه أنا شفته يتكلم مع صحفيين وشفته إنه هو كلش open minded، بالإضافة لأنه هو ملتزم، يعني خلطة حلوة إنه يكون ملتزم في نفس الوقت open منفتح، فهذه تعطيه قوة إنه يوصل رسالته للناس.
Extremism from both sides. You know, I explained that, you know, it's like a pendulum. The pendulum swings out from one side, right, from the far right to the far left, and it goes through the midpoint. And the midpoint is really the point where everything makes sense. And the Prophet Muhammad has explained this when he said that this ummah, the best of this ummah, the best of this nation, is upon that central point. It's wasitiyah, you know, the middle point between the extremes. So we're facing extremes of people who want to go out and do stupid acts and kill people, which can never be part of the faith of Islam, and others that want to completely leave the faith and denigrate it to a new level. You know, and cause a lot of trouble for those who just want to go about their lives and practice Islam in a beautiful way.
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
ليس من السهل أن تعتنق الإسلام في بيئة محملة بإرث ثقافي ونظرة مسبقة عن الإسلام والمسلمين. ولكن مثل هذه الجلسات التعريفية بسماحة الدين الإسلامي وبالقيم والحقوق التي تتمتع بها المرأة في الإسلام غيرت من نظرة هذه الفتاة الرومانية، حيث اكتشفت بعد قدومها إلى قطر الوجه الجميل للإسلام، فاهتدت ولكنها ما زالت تخشى الجهر بإسلامها.
I'm in Doha 1 year and almost 6 months, and I converted to Muslim 1 month before. And even from the first days, I liked the ladies who they covered, and I was not aware about just what you see in Europe in TV is different. So I was more and more into the culture and into the traditions. And being here the last Ramadan, I understand a lot of things that people do and follow. And like all of us, like all humans, we should really follow what God teaches us. Which makes me, at the end, to take my shahada and be proud of this, because this is a blessing from God. I realize that this is the right thing for my life, and this is what I will do. It's my choice. People should understand that it's not about doing or not doing, or what you're allowed or what you are not allowed to do. It's about following what God said before, and this is something that you cannot say no. It's something that has to come from inside. I had the conversation with my parents regarding being a Muslim, and what my mother said, because the mothers are already closer to daughters. She said, I cannot tell you not to do it because it's your choice, and you have to do what you have to do. If I will tell not to do it and you still want to do it inside, it's going to be very hard for me to say no. Eventually, I don't think that this is a bad thing, and I don't think that they won't support me. They will support me because this is a good thing. I'm not doing anything wrong, and they are much more happier to know that I spend time praying and do good things than being in other places like girls my age. It's not easy to be a Muslim, to be a new Muslim, and people still take you different. Which this is not fair. Because in front of God, on the judgment day, we are all the same. We should be all the same as well in this world.
Hi guys, how you doing? Are you from the States or Canada? You got 2 minutes? You sure? Where are you from? Oh, okay, you're okay. The idea of in fact, me wearing this clothing is a major barrier for those guys. So if I just had a T-shirt on and a pair of jeans and Western clothing, I think they probably would have said yes. This is like a traditional sort of a local thobe. So I tried to get my children to wear it a few times, but seriously, they were rather adverse to wearing it. That's too big.
اليوم يكرم شامبرز في قطر من قبل مركز عبد الله بن زيد المحمود الثقافي الإسلامي لأعماله الخيرية ولكل ما قدمه للإسلام والمسلمين في العالم.
المؤسسات الخيرية وعمل كثيرا في المجال الدعوي إلى الله. فمع الشيخ الداعية يوسف شامبرز.
The world is badly in need of Islam. Islam can only come to the world through the Muslim, through the believer.
على خلاف معظم البشر الذين يولدون على أديان مختلفة، ولد يوسف شامبرز يوم اتخذ الإسلام دينا.